Friday night, the Golden Hurricane took on the USF Bulls, the number 23 team in the nation. Find out what happened on the Philip Montgomery Show coming up.
The Philip Montgomery Show, brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by River Spirit Casino, and by Pepsi. Now your host, Bruce Howard.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Philip Montgomery Show. The Golden Hurricane taking on number 23 USF on Friday night, and unfortunately, it was a loss for TU, but what a great game. A comeback by the Bulls at the last second ends up a 25-24 win for USF. And as we tape this on a Friday night, you can see that the scouts are back there getting ready for their overnight stay. So it was a nice night here at H.A. Chapman Stadium. The result just wasn't quite there for TU. But we will talk about the lead up to the game and then get your first half highlights. That's next on the Philip Montgomery Show. Well, the third all-time series between the University of Tulsa and USF, and all the games close. The first two won by USF, 38-30 here a few years back, and then last year the Bulls won the game 27-20. So this is the third all-time meeting, and a big game certainly here at home for the Hurricane. Let's get the lead up to the game, and then first half highlights. My broadcast partner Rick Corey and head coach Philip Montgomery. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks, Bruce. Coach, coming in here, the number 23 team in the country, and you didn't have a lot of time to prepare. As you looked at USF on the way in, what did they do well? What did you look at and think, well, that's what we have to work on?
Well, you know, offensively, they've been pretty balanced. They got a lot of talent on the outside in their receiving corps, some guys that can really run. Really played well the week before us. I mean, had over 300 yards rushing, and so they were starting to balance and work some things out. Anytime you're facing a team like that, that makes you worry. Defensively, as you looked on, a lot of man coverage, got the guys out there on the edges to do it. Kept that box pretty heavy, and they're doing it with good people. And so knew we were going to have to find ways to run the football, create some lanes in there to throw and make some plays down the field, or even throwing it underneath and allowing guys to go do it from that standpoint. So really proud of our guys tonight. I thought we had a good game plan coming in. I thought they executed well. You know, as we started making adjustments and doing those things, they went out and executed those things on the field. They played their tails off tonight.
All right, so you're going to always want for a fast start, right? Well, USF starts fast, and then Tulsa starts even faster. Here's the first half highlights of the Bulls and the Hurricane.
And the 23rd ranked Bulls take over, first down and 10 from their 42-yard line. No score in the game. Cronkite with the handoff, goes up the middle, and he surges forward across the 45, diving to the 48.
Again, another guy who, when you look at him, you go, I'm not sure how he does it, but he does.
Yeah, he's a little fire plug. Second down and 4. Cronkite gets hit immediately. He got the handoff and got drilled by the big cat, Tyrus Stevenson. Tackled him at the 45. A loss of 3. It's 3rd and 7. So now it's 3rd down and 7 for USF. A team that is 42% on the year in third down conversions from their 45-yard line. No score in the game. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Barnett, the quarterback. He gets hit in the backfield, but he breaks away, then forward, does not get back to the line of scrimmage, and is sacked for a loss of 3 on the play. And that is a third down stop for TU. Cooper Edmiston and Zaven Collins with the final tackle. So he's the running back. Here's the snap, and the handoff to Thomas off the right side. Has a good block in front of him. Breaks a tackle 20. Gets it to the 25, and he is decked at the 28-yard line. And Shamari Brooks checks back in. 3rd and 11 for TU. Here's the snap. Boomer back to pass. Loads of time. Loads up. Fires it down the right boundary. And a leaping grab by Josh Stewart. Far side, 40-yard line down to the 39. Josh Stewart with his first catch of the year, and it's 28 yards and a first down for Tulsa. What a very special catch by Stewart. Second down and 7 from the 33-yard line. Second down and 4, I should say, from the 33. And there's a quick pass left side caught by Stokes. He eludes a man at the 25 down to the 21-yard line. First down Tulsa. After a gain of 12, McGee and Roberts combining on the tackle. Junior from Texarkana High School. Motion to the right by Crawford. And now the handoff left side Thomas. Breaks breaks a tackle 20. He dives to the 15, left boundary, out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Two receivers far side right, Stokes and Stewart. Out of the shotgun, Boomer. On 3rd and 4 for TU. Here's the snap. Boomer back to pass. Pressure coming. Throws over the middle. Caught by Anderson. 10-5. Touchdown on the right side. Jerry and Anderson on a shallow cross. Caught it at the 10. Nobody around him. And he dances into the end zone. 6-0 Tulsa. First touchdown of the year. First touchdown of his career for Jerry and Anderson of the Hurricanes. Well, 1st and 10 at the 33 of TU. Tulsa leads 7-3. Back to pass Barnett. Barnett running out of time, and now he runs it up the middle, and he gets hammered at the 35 on a sack. The sack by Tyrus Stevenson. Left out of the shotgun, Barnett on 3rd down and 8. From the 31, here's the snap. Back to pass Barnett. Blitz coming, rolls to the right, throws low. Intended for Ford in the right flat. McKinley Whitfield on the coverage. 4th down and 8. Cronkite is checked back into the game now. 4th and 8 from the Tulsa 31. Back to pass Barnett. Big rush on. He stumbles and he gets sacked by Zaven Collins. Collins with the sack. Way back at the 37, 38-yard line. And Tulsa takes over on downs from their 37-yard line. Johnson to the left, 2 receivers to the right on 2nd and 10, and the handoff goes up the middle and smashing forward to the 40. 2 flags come in.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 93. That 15-yard penalty be added to the end of the run, automatic, 1st down.
And with 4.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Here's the snap, back to pass Boomer. Boomer has time, he'll run it up the middle, 45 to the 50, to the 45 to the 40, breaks a tackle, dives forward to the 35 to the 30, near side boundary 25, knocked out of bounds at the 22-yard line. What a brilliant run by Seth Boomer, 29 yards and a 1st down on 3rd and 17, Rick.
Well, and he made one guy miss him too. You know, he hasn't been a guy who's looked when he's run like he really wanted to, but right there looked like a tailback.
Well, he got 8 yards on the play, 2nd and 2 from the 14, and the handoff goes to Brooks, and Brooks spinning forward, gets it down to the 10, inside the 10, that's a 1st down from the left hash mark. Snap is back, ball is down, here's the kick, Walker getting into it, and the kick is on the way, and it is good. At halftime, the Golden Hurricane leading 10-3. We'll talk halftime adjustments and second half highlights. That's next on the Philip Montgomery Show. We're back on the Philip Montgomery Show. At halftime, TU leads 10-3. The defense is playing great, but USF has the second half kickoff. Let's get halftime adjustments and second half highlights. Here's Rick Corey and head coach Philip Montgomery.
All right, so Coach, at the half, you've really done some great stuff, and I thought your defense played maybe its best 30 minutes in that first half, played really well. So what's the conversation in the locker room?
Well, it was all about finishing. You know, we knew we got 30 minutes left to play. We wanted to go win the second half, and that's what we talked about really all week long, but really drove that point home at the halftime mark. Knew we had to come back out, reestablish momentum, and, you know, we go out, I think they score on their first possession, and I think we get it back, and then we had a couple of really good series in there, and some guys stepped up and made some plays, and I thought momentum really came back to our sideline at that point.
Well, as a matter of fact, after their touchdown, they didn't have a first down for 3 straight drives as your offense really got clicking. What got your offense clicking? What changed right there?
Well, you know, I thought we found a couple of different schemes that we liked running the football. Guys were running it extremely hard. You know, I thought Seth made some big plays on 3rd down, especially with his feet. Was able to scramble around and do some things. Made a couple of catches here and there on those drives, and so just that balance of what we were trying to accomplish in there.
Yeah, watch this third period. A great one for Tulsa. Here's the second half highlights, and it goes down to the wire, Tulsa and USF.
In the third quarter of play, out of the shotgun, Barnett hands it off to Cronkite. Cronkite cuts back and gets hit by Trevis Gibson, who knocks him down at the 31, maybe the 32, and he ended up getting 6 or 7 on 3rd and about 1.5 yards. They're changing the play, it appears, at the line of scrimmage. Tulsa showing 5 men on the line. Now they back off. Here's the snap, and Cronkite with the handoff. Goes straight up the middle, big hole, 45, 50. He may go 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cronkite. 66-yard touchdown run for Jordan Cronkite for the Hurricane. On second and long, handoff left side, Thomas. Thomas with a blocker in front of him around the corner, outside to the numbers to the 35 and barrels forward to the 37-yard line. So in this game, they've been either behind or at the chains all day long. Back to pass, Boomer on second down, rolling to the right, now running to the left, still running. He rolls 45, 50, down to the 45 of USF with a block out in front, as that block actually in the middle of the field was by Shamari Brooks to help spring Boomer for a gain of about 13 or 14 on the play. Game tied at 10 with 7:15 to play third quarter. Two receivers right and left, and a fake handoff. Boomer takes it himself, left side 30, 25 to the 20. He's at the 15 and banged down at about the 13, maybe the 12. Slot on the right side is Minner. Handoff. Brooks up the middle to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown. Brooks up the middle. Terrific block by Minter on the outside. And then those big guys inside carved a huge hole. And Shamari Brooks burst through for a touchdown.
And USF's gone into a man with an extra defensive back, so kind of their dime package. There are two safeties here along with the man.
Here's the snap, and the handoff goes up the middle. Thomas, big hole, 35, 40, 45 to the 50, breaks free. Far side boundary, 40 to the numbers, to the 30, gets it to the 25-yard line, and then taken down on third down and long. 47 yards for Javon Thomas. LaPointe saved a touchdown. First down, TU at the 23. Wow. First down and 10, Tulsa at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, Boomer throws right side, caught by Anderson. Anderson at the numbers 20, breaks a tackle, 15-10, right side boundary, knocked out of bounds at the 6. And Boomer out of the shotgun, standing at the 15, has the snap, handoff, goes up the middle, Brooks breaks a tackle at the 5 and lunges into the end zone. That's a touchdown, Tulsa! 11-yard touchdown run by Shamari Brooks, and they carved out a hole again up the middle, and Brooks had to dive at the end because he was off balance, and he got it in. Ball at the 45-yard line, first and 10. Blake Barnett out of the shotgun, has the snap and drops back to pass. Pressure coming, throw to the left side, and it is caught. And catching the ball is Solomon, breaks a tackle, 30, 25, 20, down to the 15-yard line, down inside the 15. Whitfield out of the shotgun, Barnett on second and 8 from the 12-yard line. Cronkite is to his left, ball on the left side hash. Here's the snap, and it is Barnett off the left side. He breaks a tackle and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, USF. Out of the shotgun, Barnett, two-point conversion. Barnett awaits. He has the snap, drops back to pass, rolls to the right. Now he looks to run it off the left side, and he is hammered at the 5, and he is drilled backwards. So he is stopped. And Tulsa still leads 24-22 with 2:09 to play. Tulsa right now playing basically 3 on the down linemen, 2 linebackers, everybody else way deep. Third and 10 from the 43. Back to pass, Barnett. Barnett throws over the middle, and a diving catch at the 42-yard line by Wilcox, and a first down. Out of the shotgun, Barnett awaits the snap, has the snap, now drops back to pass, has time, steps up, throws, and it is caught at the 10-yard line, and down to the 5-yard line is McCants. Inside the 5, clock is stopped with 8 seconds to go, and now they'll come up to the line of scrimmage and try to spike it. They spike it with 6 and 5 seconds to go. With 5 seconds to go, Weiss has a chip shot field goal of 22 yards away. Left hash mark. With 5 seconds to play. Long count. Snap back, ball down, kick on the way, and it is good. USF has won the game.
So the final 25-24, I mean, I know they're crushing, I know they're heartbreaking, but there's so many good things you can pick out of this. How do you get a team to focus on those good things, Coach?
Well, I mean, our team's frustrated right now. You know, that's kind of a gut punch type of deal, and so we got to bounce back. We know that. Our guys have continued to do that throughout the year, and we know that we are close. We did some good things tonight. We took care of the football. We didn't hurt ourselves from that standpoint. But our guys are playing at a level that is far exceeding what our record is right now. And that's the number 23 team in the nation. And in my opinion, that game should have been ours.
Right, and you had a punter who kicked it like crazy. You block an extra point. So in all 3 phases of the game, you did a lot of things right.
We did a lot of things right. We just got to continue to keep working. I mean, life's going to throw you curveballs, and you've got to continue to keep staying on task, staying driven, staying focused about what you got to do. That's going to decide who you are as a man, and we got a bunch of men in that locker room that are determined to get this thing done.
Yeah, how do you hit a curveball? Patience and preparation, and that's what Tulsa will get to as they prepare for Arkansas next week. We'll talk about that when we come back.
Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. On our feature segment, it's 60 Seconds With, your chance to take a closer look and get inside TU football.
Who would play me in a movie? I would have to say Denzel Washington. I don't know.
I would say Denzel Washington because we have a lot of the same features. I feel like he's a good-looking guy, so I feel like he'd be a good job playing me. And it'd probably call The Dramatic Life of Jordan Mitchell if I had to guess.
Just because the way he is, the way he acts. I mean, he's kind of laid back and chill, but then again, he can get real aggressive at times and stuff like that. So,
who would play me in the movie? I would probably have Justin Hodge play me in a movie, and he has dreads just like me. Kind of tall, almost similarly just built just like me. The name of it, I would probably call it Dog.
If he was still alive, I'd have to say Bernie Mac. Rest his soul. That's a character right there. He would have to play me.
If someone was to play me in a movie, it'd probably be the guy from Big Bang Theory. I can't think of his name. Everyone always says I look like him, and OU fans always say I look like him. So it's I guess I'd probably just choose him because he looks like me.
Like I said, he's a character, and he's just the dude. The dude is funny. You know, I'm not saying I'm a funny guy, but I do have a little charisma about me. So that's why I have to say Bernie.
What's his name? Jim Parsons. Jim Parsons. I'd have Jim Parsons play me. I wouldn't choose that, but that's probably what would happen. I'd have like Bradley Cooper because it'd make me look good, but it'd probably be Jim Parsons because he looks like me.
Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. I'm Rick Corey, along with the head coach of the Hurricane, Philip Montgomery. You know, Coach, in 31 years, I've made the drive over on 412 an awful long time against these guys, and I would just love to see you go beat this Arkansas team. And they're better than their record, too, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. You know, I haven't really got to study them much at this point. Obviously, you don't have any crossover games where you accidentally run across and get to see them. But it's going to be a great matchup, and it's one of those that we've been trying to do for a long time, and it's finally we've got the opportunity. You know, our guys, we need to get back, try to get a little healthy, right, and know it's going to be a great contest. It's going to be a great fight.
You know, and when you're trying to get healthy, a game like this could really do that. Not that another game couldn't, because wins are wins, but a win like this, couldn't that really kind of make a team think?
Yeah, you know, like I said, we're right there on the edge of it, and we just got to kick that bucket over and make it happen. And any win, I think, would do that, but especially a win on the road at their place. You know it's going to be a hostile environment. But our guys, I know, are going to be prepared. They're going to be driven, and they'll be excited about us stepping on the field.
Very last thing, it's start number 2 for Seth Boomer. Your assessment?
Yeah, I thought Seth played well tonight. I mean, we missed some throws, especially early in the game, that could have been big. You know, those are things you just got to calm down and make happen. But he made some big plays too. He made a couple of really good throws. The throw on the crossing route down there, he read that out just perfectly, delivered a nice strike right there, and Jerry scored. Made some plays with his feet. Most importantly, took care of the football and gave us an opportunity there late.
So let's see if we can get this done. You know, it's not that bad a drive on 412, so let's go see you in Fayetteville next Saturday as Tulsa takes on Arkansas.
Well, thanks, guys. Obviously, there's the next home game for TU, and that's against Tulane in a couple of weeks, but I don't want to say home away from home, but certainly close enough at Fayetteville for a lot of fans to go over and see TU take on Arkansas in a long-time rivalry. That game at 11 o'clock on Saturday, so we may see you in Fayetteville. If not, come on out here and watch this team against Tulane in a couple of weeks. 918-631-GO-TU is the ticket office number, or TulsaHurricane.com. For head coach Philip Montgomery and my broadcast partner Rick Horry, I'm Bruce Howard. We'll talk to you next week.
The Philip Montgomery Show has been brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by River Spirit Casino, and by Pepsi. The Philip Montgomery Show has been a presentation of Golden Hurricane Sports Properties and a Kane Vision production.